this is Marla with ABC Vacuum, and in this video we'll be reviewing the iRobot Roomba 780 robotic vacuum. The Roomba 780 actually uses a 3-stage cleaning process, which cleans up to 98% of dirt, dust, and pet hair. And really with just a touch of the button here in the middle, it will move about your house on its own automatically, and it will adjust to different floor surfaces on its own as well while it's cleaning. The Roomba comes with 2 HEPA filters, just like these, which are located just inside where it collects all the dirt and dust and hair. So this picks up any allergens, tiny particles, pet dander, picks up all of that while it's cleaning. And with the Roomba, you can actually schedule up to 7 different cleaning sessions each week. Even when you're not home, you can program it to start at a certain time, and it will start cleaning at 7 a.m. if that's when you want it to start cleaning. It also has a really sophisticated power management, so it actually has 50% longer battery life than previous Roomba generations, and I noticed while using it, I was so surprised that it still had full battery and it had practically cleaned my entire apartment. It also indicates when the bins are full and when they need to be emptied. So here's what comes inside the box. The iRobot Roomba 780, the rechargeable battery, which is located inside the Roomba right now. It comes with an AC battery charger, which plugs into the wall, and then also plugs into the self-charging base station, which the Roomba sits on top of, and that's how it charges. It also comes with 2 extra HEPA filters, which look like this. 4 total. 2 are located inside the Roomba right now. Also comes with a brush cleaning tool, so when you get hair tangled around the brush, all you have to do is just slide it through, and it will help remove a lot of that hair that gets stuck on it and gets wrapped around there. And while we're on the brushes, there are one of each of these located inside the Roomba right now, and then it comes with an extra one for each of those for replacement pieces. It also comes with a remote. And instructional DVDs included as well, so if you want to sit down and watch and learn how to program the Roomba to turn on its own and start cleaning while you're not home. And it also comes with 2 virtual walls, which can be used to keep the Roomba from going down a flight of stairs or entering into a room where your pet is, or whatever you want to use them for. What it doesn't include are batteries. The remote actually takes 2 AA batteries, and each of these takes 2 C-size batteries. The iRobot Roomba does come at a higher price point than maybe a normal vacuum, but I really feel like the convenience factor makes up for that higher price point. A lot of times there are different vacuums for different things, so like upright vacuums may serve a little bit of a different purpose. But if you don't have a bunch of kids, maybe you don't have any pets, you're busy all the time, but maybe you're white collar, so you're not dragging in a bunch of dirt, this is going to be a great vacuum for you because you can set it and let it go, and it's going to do its own thing, just like when you load your dishwasher up at the end of the day. So the convenience factor, the fact that you can let it go, you don't have to do anything except program it or turn it on, I feel like that really makes up for the high price point. Okay, so in order to turn the Roomba on, you just hold down on the button, and it will turn on. As you can see, there's an area right here that's lit up in blue. It gives you several options. It gives you one for dock, clock, schedule, and spot. The one that I can kind of show you now is the clock. So if you just select the clock part, you can select what day. So this would be helpful for when you're programming. So you change the day. So for us today is Saturday, and it is 12 o'clock. So then we can change the hours. And it has AM and PM, so it will know exactly when you want it to clean. Or if you're just setting the clock, so it's actually 12:06, and then OK. And then it'll take you back to the dock, clock, and schedule again. One really cool aspect about it is that if you, so say you're on the opposite end of the house and you're getting ready to run out the door, the Roomba's done cleaning, but you don't really have time to go throw it back on its charging station. basically all you would have to do is press the dock button, and the Roomba will be able to find where it's supposed to go. It uses this little black dot on top, and the base station has a matching one as well, and that's how it lines itself up, so it sits right back on the charging station and it will actually start charging. So that's why it's moving around right now. It's setting itself up to hop right on the charging station and start charging. And that confirms that it found the charging station. So basically when these two black pieces are lined up and the green light's on, that's how you know that it's charging. And this panel will stay lit while it's charging as well. So since it did get a chance to kind of sweep a little bit, I'll go ahead and pull out the compartment that contains the dirt. And all you have to do basically is squeeze down on this part right here. And it slides right out. And as you can see, there's a little flap right here that you can open up. And you can just dump any of those dirt and contaminants into a trash can. And this is also where you can see the HEPA filters. So they're collecting all the little particles, dirt and dust that can kind of get in and mess with you if you have any allergies. While testing out the iRobot Roomba, I discovered a few things about it. I really don't think it's very loud, considering how loud like a regular vacuum is. The Roomba stays pretty quiet, and that doesn't seem to compromise any of the suction. Because you can still see, if you're looking at your carpet, you can see where it's been, you can see the areas that it's cleaned. And I also noticed that it rarely gets stuck or hung up on anything. While I was kind of observing it earlier, it did get kind of hung up, but it was able to get itself unstuck. That was something I was kind of concerned about. You know, if I'm not home, is it going to get stuck and turn itself off, and I'm going to come home and nothing's clean? But it's definitely able to get itself out of any sort of situation where it might be stuck in. However, I would still recommend picking up your house, your apartment, like you do before you vacuum anyways. You don't want things to be down there that it's going to get stuck on, or it's going to try to suck up that it's not going to be able to get. It seems like it would do better in a smaller place, but it kind of depends. If you have a bigger house and the purpose of the Roomba is just to kind of keep things tidy in between a big vacuum with an upright, then I think you could totally use it in a big house. If you're a person who lives in a huge house, you have a ton of kids, and you're trying to use this on a regular basis to keep your house clean, and you're not going to be using an upright ever, I probably wouldn't recommend it, because as I showed you earlier, the canister is really small and it's going to get full and it's not going to be able to clean your whole house. So that's just kind of my observation. Something that I realized when I had left for a little bit just to kind of let it do its thing, and I came home and I couldn't find it anywhere. So, you know, it may seem big, but it's not very thick, and so it can fit underneath your couch or your curio cabinet, or, you know, may get stuck in a corner. So when you come home, you may have to look for it. That's really the only downside that I had, is I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I was able to find it. Of course, it didn't leave. So I guess I just feel like this is really a great vacuum for somebody who's really busy, who doesn't have a lot of time to clean, and you know, maybe they're just using this kind of in between a big vacuum session, or maybe if, you know, they don't really drag in a lot of dirt, they don't have kids, they don't have a pet, then maybe this can be their main vacuum. Either way, I highly recommend the iRobot. It's really neat when you see it doing what it's supposed to do, all on its own, without me having to do anything for it. This has been ABC Vacuum's review of the iRobot Roomba 780 robotic vacuum. Like and subscribe to this and other videos if you found them helpful, and don't forget to check out our website, abcvacuumwarehouse.com, for great deals on vacuum.